Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I just got my oil changed. And this, I usually go to one place, but there was a new place that opened up, and the first time I took my car to the new place, they literally didn't finish screwing the cap on, and there was oil leaking in my driveway, and so I never went back to them. But then the place that I had been going for years went out of business, and I'm thinking this company may have put them out of business. So now I had to go back to the place that didn't screw my cap back in all the way. But this time I'm hoping that they did it right. I hate dealing with cars, and I don't know anything about them. Okay, it's not my wheelhouse. All right, coinpaprika.com. The prices are still about what they were. It's there's a little bit of negative, just kind of sitting still, kind of boring right there. This is not boring. From Dark Defender, XRP is getting ready. It will be quick in the blink of an eye. Yes, the price is pressured. The market is, or coiled, however you would like to say it. The market is bleeding. Ah, yes, the lovely lawsuit, etc. I trust in Ripple XRP. The future is ours. Grab your coffee and check this out. Go check that out. It's called XRP TikTok. Now, how many years has Peter Schiff been talking bad about Bitcoin? Okay, I think that Peter Schiff probably has known that Bitcoin was not the one all along. Listen to what he's saying in this video, because while I was watching it, what I'm sitting here thinking is stable coins built on the XRP ledger backed by gold. How about that action? Listen to this, because Peter Schiff's laying it down exactly right here.
Or there was a Federal Reserve. How did currency come into existence in the United States? It was created by private banks that operated all around the country. They issued their own note currency, and all of it was backed by gold. That's how it worked. And in fact, the original Federal Reserve notes, they were backed by gold too, and they were redeemable in gold. So we were on a gold standard both before the Federal Reserve was created and after. But the original note currency was put into circulation by private companies. So the same thing could happen again, except instead of paper currency, you would use a digital currency. Private companies could put digital currency into circulation, just like they've done now, except instead of putting fiat digital currencies in, they could put legitimate digital currencies in, those that are backed by gold. And that would make them similar to the type of currency that was issued, before the Federal Reserve, except even more efficient when it comes to the ability to utilize them as a medium of exchange. Because, you would have a digital token that you can transfer instantaneously anywhere in the world, instead of, just having a bill or having to use a checkbook or something like that. So you can get all of the benefits of blockchain without the drawback of Bitcoin when you have a legitimate, crypto that is backed by real money, gold. I mean, so gold is money, and the crypto would be currency that could circulate, in place of money, but backed by money, but it would be more convenient to use.
Now we're talking. Now Peter Schiff's getting it. And this guy right here sums it up. XRP, the golden bridge currency. Speaking of gold, my sponsor Glint, who the link to this will be in the top of the description of this video. And if you go click on that link and tell them DAI sent you. Now, as you know, Glint, I buy Glint in my gold, I buy gold in my Glint account, and they give me a MasterCard debit card so I can literally spend that gold in a restaurant, or I can go buy my son a Lego set, whatever I want to do, and it tells me how many grams of gold that I used for that. Well, now Glint is apparently opening up to people to be able to invest in Glint, the company. High net worth investors, family offices, private wealth managers, and fund managers now have the opportunity to invest in Glint, the GoldFi fintech platform thriving in the worsening economic climate. Apparently, you're going to be able to buy it through this platform. I don't even know what this is. It's WHIrelandInvestorForum.com, I believe is what that says. So, if you're interested in equity in Glint, that's where you go. If you're interested in opening a Glint account, go to the top of this description and click on my link and tell them DAI sent you. Now, check this out. They're talking about Michael Saylor on CNBC.
MicroStrategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor is being accused of evading $25 million in taxes. That is according to a lawsuit filed by the District of Columbia Attorney General yesterday. The suit also alleges that MicroStrategy conspired to help Saylor avoid paying taxes. Saylor stepped down as CEO last month. Under his leadership, MicroStrategy spent close to $4 billion acquiring Bitcoin at an average price of around $30,000. Bitcoin today is around $20,000. The suit accuses Saylor of claiming to reside in Virginia or Florida, which have lower or no personal income tax rates, but it claims Saylor actually lived in several different homes around D.C., including a penthouse apartment in the Georgetown neighborhood or on his yacht on the Georgetown waterfront or Potomac River while his apartment was being renovated. The lawsuit includes several screenshots of posts that appear to be from Saylor's Facebook page referencing the view from his Georgetown balcony. Robert Frank has been digging into the story, and he'll join us in the next hour with details.
I actually read the document this morning, the lawsuit. I think it's about 16 pages. From the pictures they got from his Facebook where he was saying, on my way into work, and this is the view from my apartment, that didn't seem to be quite as compelling as the case they made against MicroStrategy itself. They said that the CFO at the time counted the number of days that Saylor was in D.C. versus these other places and said, we're not going to be able to continue to pay you and claim and send this to your supposed address in Florida. That would put the company in a position of peril.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good, folks. Now, everybody's been talking about FedNow for the first few days, and I thought this was a well thought out tweet by Jungle Inc. FedNow, Jungle Inc.'s been on a roll this week. FedNow will roll out in stages. Someone will link our domestic payment system to cross border. The best solution will fill that gap. Brazil Pix system is one of the best in the world. Ripple and others are working to expand our domestic system cross border. Brazil already has a modern, effective payment system known as Pix. Economies and societies become increasingly digitized. Brazil will need additional programmable technology layer to settle payments and help fill the gap. Federal Reserve has included Ripple and others in the development of the FedNow system. Don't you think they understand domestic payments don't need this capability? Of course they do. The plan has always been to expand this system cross-border. This is just step one. Will Ripple provide the infrastructure for making FedNow an international real-time payment solution? I have no idea. Whoever has the best capability will, and that is still being worked out. I think that's reasonable. Nothing's going to happen overnight, folks. It's just like with ODL. That didn't happen overnight. Started with RippleNet, XRapid for a while. They changed the name of that to ODL, but most of the banks weren't using XRapid or ODL for a while. It took years for them to get comfortable with that part of it. Now, I wanted to show you this. This graphic has been going around a lot, but this is the PDF that graphic's on, and I just wanted to show you the opening line. The VolPay Ripple processor module speeds integration to the Ripple Global Settlement Network. When you hear Ripple Global Settlement Network, you think XRP, folks. Okay? When you see settlement and Ripple in the same sentence, think XRP, because that's what they're talking about. So you can see that nobody's saying, and not on this channel, nobody's saying that when this starts, XRP is going to be in the Fed now. Nobody ever said that. That's just not, that's just not the case. But that does not mean that it is not going to be something that's phased in over time. Unless somebody that's a better competitor comes along. Maybe the SEC's objective all along has been to make it where that can be JP Morgan coin instead and hold off XRP. hold off Ripple. Maybe that's what they were trying to do all along. I don't know. We do know that there's corruption all over the place. But anyway, so I had tweeted that out. Now, but then there's this from Anderzel, it was Anderzel. With all the talk about FedNow, David Schwartz mentioned the benefits of domestic real-time payments in a speech. XRP would bridge different real-time payment systems. The biggest obstacle is often the very last hop, getting the funds to the payment recipient through domestic payment system. So there's definitely an opportunity here to bridge domestic real-time payment systems such as FedNow. And FedNow, the clearinghouse for USD, with powerful benefits for SME. So in other words, folks, nobody's saying that the second that FedNow starts, it's all that's XRP, but it is very possible that that will be phased in. Why wouldn't they? That's the question. So next, we've got John Deaton. John Deaton was talking to some guys about giving an update on the SEC lawsuit. Listen to this.
When you go on the SEC website, you'll see the motto that the SEC is the investor's advocate. Well, you represent investors in the Ripple case, XRP token holders. What do you think? How's the SEC doing as an investor advocate?
Well, I think the SEC has lost focus of their mission, I should say. They're there to protect investors, and what they're doing is the opposite, because I believe that the SEC and Gary Gensler are engaged in this jurisdictional land grab, if you will, of the cryptocurrency market. And these XRP holders are caught in the crosshairs of that, jurisdictional grab. Not only have they fought us as amicus, and you guys, you know this amicus curiae very well. We could be ignored. Instead, they have objected to our participation. They filed a motion to throw me off the case because I've tweeted a couple mean tweets about them and things of that nature. So I just think they've lost their complete focus on what they're there to do. Exactly. Nobody argues at this point that the SEC is fighting a turf battle. So XRP holders who Gary, all he ever talks about is how he's there. In fact, he's got it in his Twitter handle. I'll show it to you right now. Committed to investor protection. What he should do is scratch investor out and put committed to turf protection. SEC turf protection. Because that's what he's doing, and that's why he ought to resign. Because he's not doing what the SEC was created to do. Now, check this out from the XRP Ledger Foundation. Advisor to the XRP Ledger Foundation on the floor, I think this is at the United Nations headquarters, brings up the XRP Ledger. Check it out.
Another illustration where ICT can be used to combat crime is of this Estonia-based non-profit organization called XRP Ledger Foundation, which has used blockchain and AI to identify and to warn users about financial crimes using XRP Ledger.
So has your digital asset been mentioned on the floor of the United Nations? I think not. How about being mentioned by the Digital Pound Foundation? CBDCs will play a critical role in the new global financial infrastructure that blockchain technologies, getting a call, 1 second, will undoubtedly underpin, but for a truly global system to work, interoperability is key. I'm trying to get this through because somebody's trying to get in touch with me. Seattle-based Web3 payment infrastructure provider Stably announced their stablecoin, Stably USDS, will be issued on the XRP Ledger, the 10-year-old blockchain best suited to enable settlement and liquidity of tokenized assets at scale. And here's Stably's announcement. Check that out. That is awesome. Get ready, folks. XLS 20 is coming, and this is about to get real interesting. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family.